More basketball from Open Gym Premier in Oakland, California. You're watching NorCal Sports TV. I'm NorCal's voice of choice, Levi Flores. I have my producer, Jason Green, cameramen Sean and Avery. It's again Open Gym Premier. A lot of basketball going on today as Lillard opens up with Ardarius Gates out of Oakland Tech, the 6-foot guard splashing through a mid-range jumper to an early start of 2-0. And now DeKine Hoops, we saw them earlier on this court. If you would like to see that game, NorCalSportsTV.com or YouTube at NorCal Sports TV. DeKine Hoops had a nice game, took a victory, and they look to do it again. But this Lillard team, just from that opening possession, looks tough, and I think they know it. La Rosa splits through, and the cleanup won't go either. Third time's the charm. No, it's not, as Lillard, Zion Moore out of Alameda, pulls it down, and then the reverse bucket for Ardarius Gates. All 4 points belong to him. Here's another steal. It's Moore. Set up to take the charge, but dished it off at the last second. Caden Thomas, the 6'3" wing, puts that one through for 2. Sandu misses his 16-footer. Wraps it up with the right hand. La Rosa slaps down and draws the foul on Zion Moore, who will be shooting free throws. Zion Moore goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. 8 points to open up the game. And a timeout called by DeKine Hoops. 8-0, Team Lillard off to a great start. Team Lillard, 8 straight points to open up, and DeKine Hoops scoreless. 8-0, 2.5 minutes in, and DeKine Hoops called the timeout in hopes that they can change the game plan, either make defensive stops or score like this. Jonathan Lynn, who had a phenomenal game last time he played on this court, takes it all the way up and lays it in, and he gets the three-point opportunity. Jonathan Lynn, his free throw is good. 3 points on the board for DeKine Hoops, finally answering the 8-point swing to start for Team Lillard. Spins, kicks, looking at 3, driving instead, taken by Sandu. Sandu picked up his dribble, and it's right back to Jonathan Lynn. They get a chance to set up their offense. Lynn to Sandu, sets the pick. Step back 3, it's a deep one. Breaks off the back. Jacob Lee double teamed underneath to Sandu, calling for it as La Rosa on the outside. And splitting his Gates, 3-on-1, rises up, right hand, finger roll, good. DeKine to Jacob Lee. From the corner, 3-ball, no. Sandu tips it out to Lin. Lin rises, deflected, and a foul. Substitution for Lillard, Chase Milheim will replace Ethan Sepatula. Lynn goes 1 of 2 on this trip to the line, and touching for the first time is Chase Milheim. He'll lead the charge for the team. Milheim. First shot attempt, long. Zion Moore chases it down to the corner. He'll pull up from deep. Ball still in play for Team Lillard until Terrence Wiley drops in the deuce. Sandu working on Moore. Larosa. 3, splashes through. Right back into it. DeKine Hoops down by 5, 12-7. Up and over. An acrobatic move for Zion Moore. Able to contort his body and still fly it up through. Sandu wraps out. Larosas in the corner. Sandu dishes it down to him. He'll release from the same spot, and he does it again. Riley LaRosa, 2 threes back-to-back for DeKine Hoops. And it's a 4-point game. Wiley to the corner for Moore. He's forced to dish it out rather quickly. And this 15-footer bounces out. And DeKine Hoops, Jonathan Lynn gets bounced off the body of Terrence Wiley and puts the third foul on Team Lillard. Make that 2. Wilheim. Short on the floater. LaRosa trapped on the side. Forced to go backwards to Tran. Leading pass, Hail Mary. Catch and shoot. Catch and release. Jacob Lee. Touches down there. 14-12 to 1 possession. It was 8-0. And DeKine Hoops makes it a game.
Ten seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
DeKine Hoops to start the game went scoreless while Team Lillard went 8 straight points, and now they've battled back just within a few minutes to make it a 2-point game, 1 possession. 14-12, Team Lillard is still on top. DeKine Hoops have yet to have the lead, and the last tie was at 0-0. Lillard lost it out of bounds. DeKine Hoops looking to tie it up for the first time. Doesn't go. Lost it. Kicked it. Wiley for three. Good! Rattles it through. Terrence Wiley splashes in the triple. Now Dekine Hoops lost it again on the move. It's Ardarius Gates. They'll kick it over to Wiley, who knocks in the deuce. (19-12) Team Lillard back on top after taking down the last few possessions, and Sandu trying to do everything inside the paint but can't quite figure it out with three defenders on his back. Foul, count the basket, one more for Zion Moore, who threw it off the backboard in time with the foul. Great find. Saw that lower body contact and then the arm moving towards the shooting motion of Moore. Wiley will head to the bench for Team Lillard, and Caden Thomas will be back in the lineup. Tran gives it out to Sandu. Sidestep to the 15-foot line. Got the bounce. Shooter's touch for Ekem Sandu. Team Lillard keeps it here. Ethan Sepetula lost the handle, but it was last touched by Dekine on the baseline. Here's Sepetula now. Underneath. Oh, what a find. Then swatted at by Tran. Knocked it loose. Tran on the carry. Moving down court. Dekine can't catch a break. Moore misses from a foot out, and nobody wants to attack him as he gets the offensive board and put back. 24-14, Team Lillard already back up by 10 after it just being a 2-point game. LaRosa on fire from deep. That's his third made three of the game in the opening 11 minutes. Moore attacks Sandu. Easy. Zion Moore just too good when it comes to post play. Sepetula, another steal, up to Wilhelm. Looking at the cross, kicks out instead, and Wilhelm will unleash a triple. That comes up short. The 2-on-1 attempt at a rebound leads to Dekine basketball. Sandu looking to his left. Tran is there for him. And now here's LaRosa, who has 9 points off threes alone. Sandu wants a piece of the three, doesn't get any. Moore gets the rattle. Team Lillard up 29-17. Dekine Hoops looking for runs just so that they can keep themselves in, and the foul is early on the drive, so the basket does not count. Lynn back into the game for Dekine. switches court. A man down low and fouled by Wilhelm as he crossed the arm to the body of Travis Simmons. Excuse me, that's Ansel Bernama. Score 29-18, Team Lillard. La Rosa earns the foul. Inbound pass. Too much time in the air as Lynn unleashes the left-hand float. Terrence Wiley back in for Team Lillard. Drive, kick. Sapatula, no good. And count the basket. One more coming up for Caden Thomas, the 6'3" wing who has a three-point play. Bernama heads to the bench. Connor Nee goes in his place. Offensive board, flings back out to Wilhelm. Team Lillard has a few options here. Three from the wing, no good. Deep rebound for Ardarius Gates. And then Wilhelm misses another. Sapatula pointing to the opposite end of the court where Ekem Sandhu is standing nearly all alone. And Lynn, his finishing ability has been on point today. Unfortunately, just couldn't get the bounce there. On the other end, offensively, it's Caden Thomas. It's at 33-20. Lynn knocks down Sapatula, and that's a block. Excuse me, no, they call it the charge. Wiley outside, way off. Lynn steps back. The deep ball, no good, and fought for, kept alive by Zion Moore. Great handles by Sapatula, eventually fighting Caden Thomas outside, who will float it up inside the paint, but won't go, and then Terrence Wiley nearly picks up a foul. Ekem Sandhu hesitates and forces Moore to jump. Sandhu drops down another 11-point game now. Team Lillard keeping a healthy lead, but Dakine Hoops now starting to act appropriately. Offensive foul on Ardarius Gates. Hand the ball right back to Dakine. Using the handles up top, Jacob Lee gives it over to Lynn. Lynn continues to move towards the basket for any chance that he can get at driving the lane. Seen him do it all the time, and 90% of the time it works. This time it's Ekem Sandhu. Wiley calling for it in the corner. Sapatula has other plans. Double teamed. Out to Moore. Open is Gates. Sapatula, a good fake to the corner, leaves him open from 15. That doesn't fall either. Thomas bounces it off his shins. Lynn against Moore, and Moore gets in front to draw the foul early and not allow Lynn to get an open bucket. Minute and a half left in the first. 33-24. Team Lillard up by 9. And Team Lillard, well, they were up 8-0 to start the game. And DeKine, they fought back with attempts like these. That one doesn't fall, though. Tran, blocked from behind. Wiley got there. Final minute. Moore wraps it underneath to Gates. Tran goes flying by, and the 3-ball misses everything but the air. Bernama blocked by Sapatula. Bernama gets it back. Shot attempt after shot attempt just keeps going awry. La Rosa thought he had his 4th triple of the day, but that one way off. Moore is fouled there, but it looks like no shots will be taken. 33-24 at the end of 20 minutes left, and DeKine Hoops, they've come back from an 8-point deficit. Now it's 9, but we'll see if they can do it in the second half.
You drove all the way up from Los Angeles.
From
we
Los
just
Angeles.
heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
One falling down. Team Lillard, DeKine Hoops, second half starting now. Team Lillard 33 to DeKine's 24. It's a 9-point lead for Team Lillard. And DeKine Hoops, well, they were off to a rocky start, allowing Lillard to get 8 straight points. The way that they've been playing, La Rosa with 3 threes in that first half. Ekam Sandu doing a lot offensively. Here he is now, driving to the rack, and a two-hand lay goes up and in. Jonathan Lynn as well doing a lot for Dakine. Meanwhile, Team Lillard, everyone sharing the ball nicely and allowing the plays to work out in its favor, just to whoever is open at the time when the ball needs to be shot. Here's Gates, just shy by a few inches. The first attempt of the second half for him. Sandu wants the screen from Bernama. Sandu, what a roll, what a play. Rolled it up underneath. And Dakine Hoops off to a great start in half number 2. 33-28, forces a Lillard timeout.
Ten seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
Dakine Hoops in the opening minute of the second half has cut the lead to 5 with 2 straight baskets from Ekam Sandu. And Team Lillard wanted to talk about it. Head coach Nate Milheim, we need to change something here. We cannot allow us to drop down below this point of 5 points. And Terrence Wiley changes that rather quickly with that one that banks in for 2. 35-28. Now Dakine Hoops, they want to keep it rolling, but now they know that Team Lillard is somewhat scared, knowing that they called a timeout. And there was Jalen Tran who converted that basket. Gates has it stripped by Lee. Up to Tran, back out Sandu, gets Wiley to jump, step back, triple, good! Nothing but net for Ekam Sandu. 35-33, it's a 2-point game. Gates flavors past La Rosa. Batted back around, La Rosa still fighting for it, gets in front of Moore and biffs the layup. Tran upset with himself, that's La Rosa upset with himself, but almost doesn't get back in time to play defense. Sapatola in the corner, trying to force something underneath, and Ekam Sandu is there to strip it away and then uses handles to break past Sapatola before Gates takes it back for Team Lillard. Tries spinning out, Gates. Easy bucket after the pass made by Caden Thomas. Bernama. 3 ball, looks good, no good. Ball batted by Moore. Moore gets it, looks to take off, a right-hand lay, biffs that one. Shares it along with La Rosa, who did it for Dakine. Sapatola, top of the arc 3, got that instead. Ekam Sandu, guarded close by Terrence Wiley. Lose that ball, trying to break away, but then they closely guard you neck and neck. Jump ball results in Lillard basketball. Gates in trouble, needs an out, shoots it. Nothing going. Jonathan Lynn Haven't said his name in a moment. Puts a foul on Gates' back. Wilhelm on the side of Jacob Lee. Ekam Sandu against Caden Thomas, unleashes and misses. A nice dribble move, but couldn't finish the play. Zion Moore just off by a few. Moore swats at Ekam Sandu, and Sandu, his ability to get to the rack and finish is absolutely unbelievable. Him and the pairing along with Jonathan Lee, it's the perfect duo to drive to the rack together. Sandu, hesitation, keeps it with the right hand, and the shooter's touch nearly wedged between the glass and the rim. A little bit of stalling out gets it to drip through. 3-on-2 play for DeKine Hoops. Almost automatic bucket for DeKine. 3 Lillard players declined to go past half court, which led to the open play, and it's a 1-point game. Team Lillard barely up by 1. Team Lillard called the timeout. 3 players after that last failed offensive possession did not go past half court to play defense. DeKine Hoops took advantage of that, went 3-on-2, had an easy layup that they converted into 2 points. And now DeKine Hoops out of the break, get that ball back as well. It looks like the officials just gave it to the wrong team to open it up, so Team Lillard does get the ball. Caden Thomas across court calling for the ball. Wilhelm doesn't see him. Still wide open, and then Thomas not moving, still open. Finally unleashes a triple, and it hits the top corner of the backboard. Trajan on the move. Sapatola on the defense. And Lynn trying to go over Sapatola. Doesn't get anything. Terrence Wiley will have to move past Jacob Lee. He does. The ball goes in favor of DeKine. Sandu and DeKine Hoops looking for their first lead. Sapatola strips it away after it's deflected by Wilhelm, and Wilhelm gets the left side to go. Lillard back up by 3 after DeKine was within 1 point for the last 2 minutes. Lynn rose up, didn't go. Wilhelm moves to the corner. Terrence Wiley in control. He's guarded by Sandu. And now Team Lillard with good ball movement on the outside, playing a 4-1 with Sapatola being the man low. Wiley. Foul before the shot. Sapatola Knocks down Lynn and the blocking foul. Sapatola gets to the line. One of two for Sapatola and gets his own miss. Team Lillard, who is already back down to play defense. Only Sapatola was there to reel it back in for an offensive play. Beautiful move by Moore, swinging that ball around, flicking it up and snailing in. Lynn dishes down. Gates leaves his feet, and Moore brings the ball down in a stop of play early on. Terrence Wiley was down there ready for the jam, but the foul on the rebound will allow DeKine to get back on defense. Sapatola gets the inbound off Gates. Sapatola looking, Wiley in one corner, Moore in the other, and Moore misses everything. Ladosa trying to dribble through two different Lillard players. Finally finds it out in the oop, down to Tran, finds the backboard and finds the bottom. Gates swings it out. Luckily, Wiley is a mountain of a man. 6'4", able to reach up, take that down, and then bury the deep ball. Sandu can't answer, and Team Lillard went from only being up 1 back to 7. We're midway through the second half. Gates will be shooting these free throws as Ladosa got in his way. Three ball, Bernama, long. Wiley makes Raj Bandari hit the deck. Got up quickly, but Lillard still has the upper hand. Sapatola, no. Lee floats it up, an odd angle at the backboard. Came up short and then just crested over the rim. Backdoor, Moore, good. Sandu gets in front, power side to the left, and another 10-footer. This one belongs to Raj Bandari. Gates, spin inside, got it from 5 feet out over Jacob Lee. 53-45. I have a timeout called by DeKine Hoops. Team Lillard back up by 8, 7.5 to play. DeKine has come back multiple times, but still without a lead this game.
10 seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
Team Lillard leading the entire way. Currently a score of 53-45 over DeKine Hoops. But at one point, DeKine Hoops, they were down 40-39. It was only a 1-point difference before Team Lillard called a timeout, acted on what they had seen, and now they're back up by 8. But with 7.5 minutes to play, we all know basketball is a game of runs. And if Team Lillard in the final 2 minutes decide to fall apart like they did in that moment, DeKine Hoops can breeze past in the nick of time with one final shot. But first, DeKine Hoops has to close the gap and keep it. There's 7.5 minutes left, which is a lot. A lot could happen. Here's Jacob Lee for DeKine Hoops on the left wing. Wilhelm and Terrence Wiley are sharing the defense. Inside to Sandu, fouled, and they'll count the basket. Another three-point opportunity for Ekam Sandu. Foul goes on, I believe, Caden Thomas. He's just on the left side of Sandu, brought his forearms down across his body. Gates pulls up, three ball. Ardarius Gates, the 6-foot guard out of Oakland Tech. 56-48. Time continues to tick down, and time is running out for DeKine unless La Rosa has something to say. He hasn't hit a single three in the second half yet. He made 3 in the first. Bernama. Bernama again, baseline, over Wiley. Perfect trajectory to keep it out of reach of Terrence Wiley. 6'4", you already have a big wingspan, but Wiley has proven time and time again it's bigger than normal. Wilhelm round the outside, Sapatula. Out to Wilhelm again. They left him open, and they make him pay. Wilhelm drops it down. It's the second 3 in a row. 59-50. In the same decade, but 9 points. Cannot easily be reached. DeKine Hoops, the only one who's been hitting the deep ball is Larosa, who will take one here. And he'll be short again. Bernama looks to take it back outside and find a different approach to what they should be taking. And Sandu says, I'm open, I'm going to take it. But it rattles off again. Wilhelm for 2 in a row. 6 straight points. Yes, he does. Wilhelm. Chase Milheim. 2 straight threes in Team Lillard. The quick 12-point stretch. Gates, he wants it, he has it. 3 straight threes for Team Lillard. And there's nothing stopping them now. 15-point lead. And that's Bernama knocking it down from deep. Terrence Wiley stretches the floor. Misses, gets the defense to jump, and then Wiley got the putback on the assist from Caden Thomas. Coach Nate Milheim liking this one as Team Lillard continues to add to the stretch. Three, Bernama for 2 in a row, back iron, and Pogo's up and down. Gave it right away to Team Lillard. Terrence Wiley, baseline, open three. They leave him alone, and he connects. Terrence Wiley drops down to force the lead to 17 points. Dekine Hoops has fallen apart in the last 7 minutes. Wiley launches up to Moore, almost out of reach. Gates fling it inside to Caden Thomas, who nearly gets rejected and does by Jacob Lee. 3 ball, Wiley can't do 2 in a row, and it's out on Bernama. Final 2, 17-point lead for Lillard. Thomas wanted to take the deep ball in the final minutes, but handed over to Moore. It looks like they might hold for something special. Thomas, he'll get his 3 attempt. And Wiley gets the offensive board, trying to clean the glass, but the Windex is dirty. Bernama's pass tipped away, somehow got it back, and Sandu looks good on his triple, but it pogoes up and down for more. Moore bumping into Bernama, and it goes on him. Team Lillard will hold out for the final 40 seconds. 70-53. Bernama heads to the bench with a bloody nose, and they'll replace him with LaRosa as the time continues to count down. And that will do it. Team Lillard, 70 points to Dekine's 53 at 1 point. Only 1 point separated these teams in the second half, but Lillard finally finds a way. 17-point victory. Final here at Open Gym Premier. For NorCal Sports TV, Jason Green, cameramen Sean and Avery. I'm NorCal's voice of choice, Levi Flores, and we have more games coming up for you here on NorCal Sports TV.